Hey everybody, it's John Kinnanen. I'm a licensed real estate agent here in the state of Florida and in the state of Michigan as well. And in today's video, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks about getting into real estate so that you don't fall flat on your face like so many people do when they get started in real estate. I think the percentage of real estate agents that fail in their first year is like 90% or something ridiculous like that. And it's just because they're not prepared going into it. So if this is your first time to this channel, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell icon so that you're notified whenever I release a new video. And give me a thumbs up, please. It helps me get this content out there content out there to other real estate agents just like yourself. So before I give you some of these tips and tricks on becoming a real estate agent, I'm going to give you a little background on myself and how and why I got started in real estate. Now, I've seen just about every side there is to see when it comes to real estate, because not only do I sell real estate now, which is something that I've always thought about doing for, I can't even tell you, probably about 15, 20 years before I even started doing it. But I started really in the industry on the other side is I was building houses. I started in the construction field back when I graduated from high school. Did that for a few years. Moved out to Florida, worked for Walt Disney World for a minute, and then I ended up back here in Michigan and I was pursuing my architectural degree. I graduated from the University of Detroit Mercy School of Architecture, and right out of there I started, about midway through college I started working for an architectural firm locally, and then when I graduated about 2 years after that, I started teaching at two of the local colleges in my area. And at the architectural firm that I used to work for, I used to work kind of with their real estate side. So I got to see, you know, from design to build to selling it really, into renting it out, because they had a little division, a little real estate side. And I had mentioned to a gentleman that used to sit across the cubicle, I guess you could say, I said, you know what, I'm thinking about getting into real estate. He's like, no, you don't want to do that. Don't do that. The market sucks. Just stay here, you know. And I listened to him like an idiot. Well, anyways, then the economy took a crap, and who are the first people to get hit? Architects, because, well, the money stops flowing for the plans, then all of a sudden the plans stop, and then the construction industry stops. So we get hit kind of first, which also means we're one of the first to go back to work, because without the plans they can't do the new buildings, right? So I was looking for something else. I was still teaching, and I'm an entrepreneur at heart, you know. So I opened up a restaurant actually, and I turned that into a very successful restaurant. And I did that, and I was teaching at the same time. Well, while I was building that restaurant, I was learning things that I didn't even know I was going to need when I became a real estate agent. Because finally what happened is one of my friends that owns a business locally here, she owned a gym, she got into real estate. I told her, you know, that's something I always want to do. And she was like, do it. And so I went, I got my license, I took the class, took the test, and I became the licensed real estate agent in Michigan at first. And like I said, I'm licensed in the state of Michigan and in the state of Florida as well. So I'm licensed in 2 different states. And what really makes that feasible for me is that I'm with a company called EXP Realty. Being licensed in multiple states isn't really, might not be for everybody, because there's a lot of cost that comes with being a real estate agent, as you might already know from a little bit of research that you've done. You got to take the class, you got to get your fingerprints, you have to pass the test, pay for the test, and who knows how many times it's going to take you to pass. So each time you got to pay for it, and then you're going to have to find a brokerage. And then once you get with the broker, there's going to be fees. Then you're going to have to join the local real estate board. Then you're going to have to join the MLS, and all that isn't cheap. You're going to have to pay for your own signs. With my company, you get your own. You get like 1,000 business cards for free, so you don't have to pay for your. Well, that's with my company, not all companies. But so you might have to pay for your own business cards as well. Also, well, now we're going to get into some of the tips and tricks. Okay, so now I have 7 tips and tricks that I'm going to share with you on becoming a real estate agent, and hopefully this is going to help you, because I don't want to see you fail like so many other real estate agents do. Alright, so the very first one is marketing and advertising. This is all about marketing and advertising yourself. From day one, when you become a licensed real estate agent, even before that, start priming your audience. And what I mean by that is start using your social media accounts to, tell them, hey, I'm taking my licensing class. Here I am at licensing class. I'm taking the test today. And if you fail, like, oh, I had to retake it. Just letting them know that you're becoming a real estate agent, so that when you become a real estate agent, you are, top of mind, hopefully, and it's going to take several times. Just don't think like when you become a real estate agent, all of a sudden everybody's going to use you to be their real estate agent, because they might forget. They might go with somebody that they've known has been a real estate agent for the 7 years. You're just going to jump in and you're going to think that they're going to remember you because you made one post that you're a real estate agent. No. So that's what I'm saying. When I started my restaurant business and I was marketing that, I was learning digital marketing. I was learning how to market, my business. And that's what you are, is you're a business owner, actually. You are your own business. If you don't feel like working today, you don't have to work today. So, but are you going to have a paycheck? Probably not. So that's step one. Step one is marketing and advertising. Start doing some research on it. Maybe even buy a book or two on social media. If you join EXP and you name me as your sponsor, you will get a social media boot camp for free. Some other brokerages may do that for you. Just check with them. I know that when I was looking around, I was the only one that came up with this idea. So if you join EXP and you name me as your sponsor, you get a social media boot camp for free. Here's number 2. Step 2 is don't quit your job right away. Okay, so if you have a job right now, few people are able to just walk away from their job and just start doing real estate, because it's not like you put in 40 hours and you get a paycheck the very next day. You might have to build this. It might take a little bit, and even when you get your first contract or your first home under contract, it may take 30 to 45 days before you even see that paycheck, and that deal might fall apart. So you're gonna need to have some sort of income coming in. Okay, I can't stress that enough. Like, please do not go into real estate with no reserve, okay? Because like I said, it's going to take you 30, 45 days just to close your first transaction. And you have to find the leads. And that's another thing, is step 3 is sales capability. Now, everybody thinks because of TV and all those TV shows that you're just going to go out, you're just going to show somebody their first home and they're going to buy it, and life is going to be great. You're going to be just rolling in all this money. Well, you're going to get rejected. You're going to take people out 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times before they find the right house, and you got to get that offer accepted. And in today's, I don't know when you're going to be watching this video, but in today's market, it's tough to get your offer accepted if your client doesn't have cash. Not saying it's not doable. It does happen. It's just going to take a little while. So you're going to have to become good at lead generating and sales, okay? Lead generation isn't going to be easy. You're going to need 2 to 3 lead sources constantly coming in to be successful at real estate. Now, there's always your sphere of influence, people you know, and then you have to find 2 others. I don't know what they're going to be. If you're involved in your PTO at school, if your kids are in sports, I don't know, whatever it is. If you're going to the grocery store every day, and you're just going to have to figure it out. What I turned to digital marketing, and I social media were my other 2. And anybody that that works with me directly, I run their social media ads for them, and some real estate agents actually do hire me to run their real estate campaigns to generate leads for them, but the money is in the follow-up. Okay, so you're gonna have to develop a follow-up system to reach out to these leads that you've now worked so hard to generate. Some of these lead sources are gonna cost money, like the ones I was talking about that I do for people. They cost money. But some of those that I named were free, like, you know, your kids' PTO at school, their sporting events, the grocery store, the library. But then once you get some money, you're going to want to reinvest that money back into your business and generate more leads and maybe better leads. So that is step 3. Step 4 is going to be drive. You have got to have drive. If you're somebody that needs somebody to hold your hand and wake you up and shake you every morning, hey, it's time to get up. Hey, it's time to get up, Susie. Time to go to work. No, this is not going to be for you. You have got to be self-motivated, okay? Some people don't make it because if they don't have to be someplace and their alarm isn't going off at 6 o'clock in the morning and they know their boss isn't going to be yelling at them when they don't show up, they just don't go. They just don't do it. So this is something that is going to be 100% on you. You're going to have to drive and you're going to have to grind it out every single day. You're going to have to show up and you're going to have to be enthusiastic and you're going to have to be motivated and you're going to have to be able to have people tell you no all the time. Because prospecting, like I said, there's the paid leads, like what I show people how to generate and what I generate for people, and then there's the free leads, and then there's also phone prospecting. Phone prospecting it's rough, but it's one of the highest return on investments you can possibly have. Is you pick up that phone and you start dialing. And when I first got into real estate, I said I wasn't going to do it, and guess what I ended up doing my very first year in real estate that helped me make $100,000. I was phone prospecting. Yes. But then again, you have to pay for the dialer, and depending on what service you use, that can be anywhere from $150 to $300, just depending on the dialer and the leads that they give you. Numbers 5 and 6 are they go together hand in hand. It's get a coach, and number 6 is get a mentor at your brokerage. My brokerage is very collaborative, so we kind of all work together, kind of a thing. And if you're one of the top earners in our brokerage, you're probably going to be teaching a class, because our class has over 40 hours of training a week, on top of 2 hours of training that my group provides, on top of the daily huddle that I provide to my my team, and on top of the 7:30 in the morning conference call that we have for role playing every day. So a mentor is going to help you. I don't know why I got sidetracked on all that training, but get a mentor at your place, and I know why, because like I said, at our company, I'm so used to being able to reach out to whoever I want, because it's like we have a messenger app. It's kind of like Facebook, where we can just reach out to the top earners. When I went to my first brokerage and we had a little 3-week class of training, they said, get a mentor when you get to your office. And so that's what I did right away. I was like, where's my mentor at? I need a mentor now. And they did not have anybody for me. Okay, so make sure that your office is going to give you a mentor. You have somebody you can shadow, you can be there, that's going to show you how to do things, because everybody has like some kind of training, like a 3-week class, like at my very first brokerage, to the 40 hours of training that we get at EXP. But have somebody there that's going to help you, okay? That's going to show you the ropes, kind of. And like I said, get a coach, get a real estate coach. I know that that's going to cost money, so you might not be able to do that at first, but that is going to be worth its weight in gold, okay? And you're going to have to listen to what they say and do what they say to do, otherwise you're just throwing money out the window. Which leads me to number 7. Number 7 is you are a business owner now. Treat it like a business. Know your numbers. Realize that, hey, if I'm getting leads from over here and they're costing me this much and I'm converting them at this, what's my ROI on that? Is it worth it? Should I shift my money over to a different lead source? What should I do? So you're just going to have to act like a business owner, be a business owner, maybe even get a couple books, or like this YouTube channel, your video you're watching right now, watch a few YouTube videos on becoming a business owner, because there's all kinds of things that you're going to have to handle and know, even if it's just a little sliver of what somebody that's running a Fortune 500 company might need to know. but eventually you might develop your real estate business into a Fortune 500 company. So with that being said, guys, man, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the like button. Give me a thumbs up, hit the bell icon so that you're notified whenever I release a new video. And if you have any questions or comments, please put them in the comment section below. I love to help you reach your goals. Talk to you soon. Bye.